Hello everyone, my name is Anton and today I want to get into ClickUp Docs. So if you are looking for a document solution and also a task management solution, ClickUp, they tout to be one of those all-in-one solutions that has everything in it. And here they're claiming to have the world's most powerful docs. Now, while it's debatable on whether they're the world's most powerful docs, they are pretty good. And I want to walk through the docs and kind of demonstrate some of the capabilities within ClickUp with documents. So we'll just walk through this web page to kind of get some of the highlights before we dive into the documents. And we can see here that we can collaborate inline. We can share the documents on the web. We can assign comments inline in the document. We can also import other documents from other sources here. Now this import here, I've been using the docs feature here, and the import is not something where it somewhat shows here as if there's some kind of integration with these other cloud platforms or solutions that are out there where you just plug into them and they'll import all of your documents and information. That's really not the case. What's more likely is that you can either download the information or copy the information from these sources and then paste them into the docs, or import a file or two, a couple at a time. So if we scroll down a little bit more, we have some other features here that it outlines. You can add banners, you can add tables, and these are all using the slash key here, the backslash key that they have enabled into the docs solution. You can do table of contents, you can embed other docs and other pages. You can also add a task list. And this will pull from the task lists that are in ClickUp. The Markdown, so it does support the, saving things in Markdown, and we'll see how that works. Attachments, dividers, and also code blocks. So these are just some of the quick ways you can use the backslash feature here to get some of these options added in. And then it's going into the future of docs is here. All right, so let's go ahead and dive into the docs in ClickUp here. So I have a couple docs that are set up here, and docs is really a high level kind of context. And within this doc, you have pages. So let's go ahead and create a new doc. So I'm in a new document here, and let's go ahead and create a page. Let's go ahead and click this little page icon there, and let's just call this page 1. So in this page, we can see here that we can create pages on this left hand pane here. We can also collapse that pane if we want to. And if we want to open the page up, we can go ahead and click the icon to go ahead and open that back up. Now from here, we can add many additional pages. Let's go here, page 2. And with this page 2, we can start adding in additional information here. You can also move these things around. So let me see if I can grab this here and I put it on top of page 1. You can see how I can create sub pages now. So you can create it that way, or inside of page 1, we can click on these little 3 dots here, and you can also add a page inside from here, and we can do the same thing that we did before, but without having to move it in here. So we can do it directly from the page itself. So you can see the breadcrumb for this particular page. And also, as you're naming the pages, you can add icons. So this is pretty cool. If you're into adding icons and avatars to your documents, then let's go in here. We can see, maybe even change the we have a color here, and then we'll add a little bug on there. So we can add these little icons to our pages to make them a little bit more pretty. We can see here we can share pages. So if we share pages, we can go ahead and click on this public link. You'll get a URL that you can copy and that you can send to anyone here. And you're also allowed, let me see here, we have it to, this one here is only those with the link. You can also enable it so that search engines can also access this URL here. Go ahead and disable that. As we saw on the web page, you can add comments on these pages. So new page. And if you're working with a team, your team will be able to see these comments on these pages. Let's go ahead and add some text in here. Copy and paste some text. And from here, we have the formatting menu here where we can go ahead and set the format for everything. So this is pretty common. It's typical stuff here in this bar. And we can go ahead and do add. You get all those commands where you can leverage the backslash in there as well. And if we hit the three dots, it shows more of the menu, the format menu. And you can, one thing here, you can copy all of the Markdown from the document. And you can also unpin this menu so it doesn't show up here at the top. But as you select on text, then the menu will show up so you can use it. So pretty good convenience feature. Sometimes this does get in the way depending on if we go ahead and do this backslash, you get the options to add in other things into your document. And there's a pretty long list of things that you can add into the document and also embed. So you can embed YouTube videos. You can embed a task list, the banners, and let's go ahead and add a table in there. We can see how that's done. And if we click into the table, then we get options to be able to add additional rows, either below or above. You can delete the rows from here as well. Also add columns to the table. And this is very quick, and you know, I've not seen much lag at all as you're editing your documents. So I really like the experience here. Now, if you're using ClickUp and you have certain areas within ClickUp, either your space or your folders or lists, you can add in a location for this document, or you can leave it as is with no location so it's on its own. Also in here, you can get an embed code. Go ahead and enable that. And we saw the public link that you can set up. You can also get to it from here. And you see a few other options where it's private to only me right now because I don't have it set up to a location and I'm not sharing it publicly. You can go ahead and share that to visible to all members. You can click on the share with option and then you can go ahead and set up certain people within your team that you want to give access to this. And you can also share, as I mentioned before, to a location within ClickUp. Another cool feature here with docs are templates. So if we go to the three dots over here, click on this here, and we go to the template center, you can save your current document as a template, or we can browse some of the templates that are out there. Now, ClickUp has a community full of templates. You can see templates that you may have. But let's go ahead and browse through one of the templates here, and we'll click on the event planning template, and we want to use this template. You can also add this to your workspace so you can modify the template as your own. So we'll go ahead and use this template and see what happens here. And the template has been appended here to this document. And we can see that it added a few pages here. So this template has a general information page, a setup details, an invitation list, and also a vendor list. So we can see what's in these pages here. And if you like what's in the template, then you can go ahead and keep it as is and fill it out as you like. Or you can even customize these templates and save them as your own. So let's add a list of tasks in here. Let's go L. And we're going to add this table of task view just so we can see what this looks like. We are able to either filter and search by name, or we can browse through our ClickUp environment. Let's browse to here. And we'll add these. There's some tasks in here that we'll go ahead and add and see what that looks like. You can also collapse this so that's a little smaller for the view. And we can notice that everything within the document is still there with the added task list. Now let's look at some of the export features that we have here. As I mentioned, you can import files. You can import either HTML or Markdown. And actually, I'll show that there as well. But let's go ahead to the export. And you can export as PDF, HTML, or as Markdown. You can do it one page at a time, or you can do all pages. So just select the format, which pages, and then go ahead and hit export, and it will export those. And if we go ahead and let's create a new page here. And we'll do an import. So in this new page, we'll click on the three dots, we'll do an import, and we'll import some Markdown. I have a few Markdown files here. I'm going to actually import 2 at a time. If you have a lot of Markdown files, what this is going to do is actually join these 2 into the same document. It would be nice if they can do an import of all the different files as pages, as individual pages into the document itself if you want to bring things over that way. But right now it's going to go ahead and open these, read them, and then dump the text into the actual document. So we have the text from both documents in one file here, and that import went very easy. The formatting came over as it should, so this looks nice. You can also link to other documents within ClickUp Docs. So if we go ahead and we type the @ symbol, we get this little pop-up window here, and we can add people, and we can have it to where it sends a notification to the person that we're adding to this document. Or we can go ahead and link tasks into this document. Or what I want to do is add documents. So I'll click on the document here, and it shows all the documents that I have. And I will click on, let's do this one here. And when I click on this document, it will open it up. Similar to what you get in Notion, if you click on one of these lines, it gives you some options to be able to convert the line into different formatting, or you can duplicate it, you can copy a link, or you can delete it from here. So let's go ahead and we'll change this to heading 1 so you can see that. So ClickUp Documents are doing some really good things here. Whether it's the world's most powerful document solution out there, again, that's debatable, but it does have a lot of different features that you get out of the box. Okay, so I hope this video was helpful for people who were looking at maybe leveraging ClickUp Docs. If it was, go ahead and like this video, subscribe to the channel, and until the next time, have a nice day.